The chair recognizes Mr. Deutch for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Attorney General Barr, you just told us that nothing was ever elevated to me. You had said in an interview recently that there's a process in place, an escalation system. It's the AG's responsibility to resolve it. How was this elevated to you, the case of Roger Stone?
On Monday, February 10th, the U.S. Attorney was with me, and he raised the issue with me.
So it was elevated by Timothy Shea.
Yes.
And had it been elevated during the 2 months between the time the conviction came in under the former U.S. Attorney and the time that Timothy Shea started?
I think Shea may have had conversations with people in the...
Now, did you ever have conversations with a former U.S. Attorney about this case? About the sentencing?
Stone. I don't recall any discussion about Stone.
Right. So Timothy Shea, you said in the interview that he was new, he had just started. He was new, but he worked for you for a long time, didn't he?
Yes.
And what was his job for you?
Well, when I was Attorney General 30 years ago, he worked...
No, now, just now.
He was on my staff.
He advised you on criminal justice policy and law enforcement, right?
Correct.
And you named him acting U.S. Attorney. Had you discussed the Stone case with him before you named him acting U.S. Attorney?
No.
Did you discuss sentencing with him? Not before. The first time was when he came in. It wasn't Monday, actually. Just to refresh your recollection, in a prior interview, you said he came in the week before. He came in to see some senior staff. That's what
No, that's what I said. He may have had discussions with people in the deputy's office. I was not involved in those discussions. Basically, I didn't, as far as I can recall, I had no substantive involvement in Stone until that Monday when he came in the morning.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Attorney General, the week before when he came in to see the senior staff that he had worked with the week before when he was working on
I said I think he had raised it with people in the deputy's office. That's senior staff too.
Right, I understand.
But I was not involved.
He started on July 31st. The first week he was there, he came to raise this issue.
I think he started February 1st.
Right.
Yeah.
The first week he was there, he came into your office to raise the issue of sentencing. In the interview you did with ABC, you said
I don't think he came.
That's what you told ABC News. You said that he's talked to senior staff, not you perhaps, but he talked to senior staff. I don't know what,
I think I speak English. I said that before he came in to see me, I believe he had some conversations.
Conversations with senior staff, right. That's right, before he came to see you. We're saying the same thing.
But the first it was raised with me.
Was on Monday.
Was on Monday.
Did you talk to the senior staff after they spoke with him?
I think at a 9 o'clock meeting, they said that he was trying to work something out on sentencing, and he was actually optimistic that something could be worked out. So I didn't really think of it as an issue until that Monday when he told me that prosecutors...
He filed the sentencing memo, and the sentencing memo called for 7 to 9 years. It's the policy of the U.S. Attorney's Office to suggest a specific guideline range, which they did, and then you overruled the line prosecutors. They asked for a lower sentence, and you gave some reasons. You talked about health. Health is to be considered only for an extraordinary physical impairment. Did that apply to Roger Stone, Mr. Attorney General? That's what the guidelines said.
Well, actually, I can't reveal all the information.
I'm not asking what his health was, but did that apply?
No.
Okay, and did what
apply?
His health. Was that the reason?
Health is a reason to take
I know. Is
into
that
account.
Is that the reason for Roger Stone?
That
Where you're asking for a lower sentence. Let me go on. It says
I
age.
stated why.
Let me go on.
No,
Let me go on.
I stated
Age,
why I feel.
Hold on one second. Age can be consideration. It says only if it creates conditions that are of an unusual degree and distinguish the case from typical cases. He was 67. Did
the
that
judge
apply to
agreed
him?
with me, Congressman.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking you that.
The judge agreed with me.
I'm not asking whether.
I know you're not asking.
I'm not asking you that.
Saying.
And the issue here is whether Roger Stone was treated differently because he was friends with the president. When you asked to reduce the sentence, you said enhancements were technically applicable. Mr. Attorney General, can you think of any other cases where the defendant threatened to kill a witness, threatened a judge, lied to a judge, where the Department of Justice claimed that those were mere technicalities? Can you think of even one?
The judge agreed with our analysis.
Can you think of even one? I'm not asking about the judge. I'm asking about what you did to reduce the sentence of Roger Stone.
Yes.
Can you think, Mr. Attorney General, He threatened the life of a witness.
And the witness
and
said
you
he
view
didn't
that
feel
as
threatened.
a technicality, Mr. Attorney General.
The
Is there another time
Can I
when
answer the
that has
question?
happened?
Can I have just a few seconds to answer
Sure.
the question?
I'm asking if there's
Okay.
another time
In this
all
case,
the time of the Justice
the
Department.
judge, the judge agreed
You
with
won't
our
answer my question,
the
Mr.
judge
Attorney
agreed
General,
with
and
our-
it's unfortunate. And the appearance is that, as you said earlier, this is exactly what you want. The essence of rule of law is that we have one rule for everybody, and we
That's right.
don't in this case because he's a friend of the president's. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back, Ms. Rogan.